A very good day to Dr. Cairo bin Kamaruddin. I am Pavin Kumar and
I am Norhanis binti Osman Ali. I'm going to explain about injection molding machine, which is related to mold a major component. Injection molding machine is divided into two units, which is first is clamping units and second is injection units. The function of clamping units are open and close a die and the ejection of product. There are two types of clamping methods, namely the toggle type M and the straight hydraulic type, which is mold is directly opened and closed with a hydraulic cylinder. The function of injection units are to melt plastic by heat and then to inject a molten plastic into a mold. The screw is rotated to melt plastic introduced from the hopper and to accumulate molten plastic in front of the screw, to be called metering. After the required amount of molten plastic is accumulated, injection process is started. Molten plastic is flowing in a mold. The machine controls the moving speed of the screw or the injection speed. On the other hand, is control dwell pressure after molten plastic fill out cavities. Position of chains from speed control is to pressure control is set at the point where either screw position or injection pressure reach at a certain fixed value.
these are ejector pins. When the mold is open, these pins along with the screw collar pin are pushed forward to eject the runner and plastic parts out of the mold. At the base of the mold is the ejector housing. The ejector housing is usually bolted to the core retainer plate through the support plate. The ejector plate and ejector retainer plate inside this housing holds the head of injector pins and screw puller pin. The ejector plates are moved by a hydraulic or electric actuator ejector system. A mold has a coolant passage to control its temperature. A liquid, usually water, is circulated through these passages to take away the heat given by the plastic. If the mold is run hot rather than about 40 degrees Celsius or 105 degrees Fahrenheit, it's a good idea to put insulation ward between the mold and the machine's platen. This reduces the temperature variation in the mold. It also reduces the thermal expansion of the platens. Now we will look at the plastic flow passages in the mold. We saw this part earlier. Here is the screw, runner, gate, and the cavities which will form the plastic parts. The common runner shapes are round and trapezoid. Sometimes half-round runners are used. Runners are often oversized. The size of the runners should be large enough to allow plastic flow without a large pressure loss, but smaller enough to be frozen when the molded part has been cooled.